Welcome back to the DVDVR March Madness 2016 bracket reveal. Ultimate Survival continues with our third bracket. This one's the Villanos bracket. Just a quick reminder of the rules this time. It's a 96-person field, men, women, and groups, single elimination tournament with a time period that you should technically be following for your voting. Can you dig it? Okay, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. On to the matchups. Our first matchup, Roderick Strong, who some will say had his best year in 10 years. And he's facing Hechero, our Odessa Steps magazine reader. Our Wizard King takes on Roderick Strong, with the winner facing Brock Lesnar. Ooh, of course, you get to decide, did he work enough? Does he do enough? Is he a good enough wrestler to keep moving on? Next matchup, Yuji Okabayashi, possibly Dean's favorite wrestler. He's facing America Alpha, everyone's new dream tag team. Unless, of course, you like Dash and Dawson, but we'll get to that later. They will face Daisuke Sekimoto. Oh, wait, this is Dean's favorite wrestler. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare if they match up. Dean's going to drive from Virginia and punch me in the face. We have Tommaso Ciampa, obviously part of our last in. He was third on the last in list. He's facing Ethan Carter III. How much credit or hate do you give EC3 for being the sole reason TNA survived for another year? The winner will then face Ricochet, aka Prince Puma in Lucha Underground, one of the highest flyers in wrestling now. Will that be enough to get him past that second round? Michael Elgin, he just signed with New Japan, and he's still with Ring of Honor, and he's going to face his New Japan brethren of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Obviously, 2015 G1 Climax winner. And pretty much after that, I don't know. I get lost in his dreamy hair. He's going to be facing Kamatachi. Obviously, if you've watched Dragon Lee matches, you've probably seen Kamatachi too. And if you've seen their matches, you pretty much know how awesome he is. Next matchup. Kota Ibushi had such a great, awesome year, but obviously has been injured for a long time. Is that going to hinder his chances this year? Well, he also has to get through this man. Men, actually, Dash and Dawson, the Mechanics, who apparently are going to be the revival now. If you really wanted to see 80s to NWA come back, this is the team for you. The winner of this matchup will be taking on Samoa Joe. Debuted with NXT this year, had some work in some indies too, and is definitely not done. Can they move on and advance in this tournament? We'll find out. The next matchup, Ryota Hama, another last 8 in. He was number 4. I don't know if I could have lived with all the yelling Dean would have given me for all the fatness that would have been left out. They take on Tetsuya Naoto, the perfect example of why CMLL and New Japan's working agreement is so good. Hey, remember when TNA had him losing a handicap match to Kevin Nash in like 90 seconds? Yeah, good times. The winner of that one will face Io Shiara. Well, the randomizer didn't leave a country here, but Io is definitely probably the best wrestler ever. You didn't watch it all this year. They're going to go into the next matchup of Sheamus. Can you get over your irrational hatred of, well, the WWE, the WWE's booking, Irish, to see if Sheamus can advance? And he's going to be taking on Randy Orton. Oh, wait, no, force of habit. He's going to be taking on Kimberly, who is our one non-WWE NXT women, North American woman in the tournament. Can she represent all the rest of the indies? The winner of this matchup is going to take on Dave Mastiff. You've heard us talk about Rampage Brown. You've heard me talk about Damian O'Connor. And the third of that trio of our love is Dave Mastiff. If you haven't watched him yet, you're in for a treat, and you need to get behind the big bastard. And then we have the Usos. Jimmy and Jay actually kind of legitimately in together this time, and not as just a Jay Uso. They will be taking on Mil Muertes. Obviously, Ricky Banderas has really found his stride with this character in Lucha Underground. Is that going to be enough to get him into the second round, where the winner will face the Briscoes? Mark and Jay are in it this year. So crazy, but so good at the wrestling. Again, look at our contact info. Thanks for watching. We got one more bracket to be revealed, and then it's on to March Madness.